Hello everyone, and now welcome to a match between Infi versus Colorful. This game taking place here on Northern Isle. On the bottom left hand side of the map we have Colorful spawning as the red night elf. Meanwhile over here on the top right we are looking at, well, let's take a look at this. Is this showing 6? Yep. So let me go ahead and swap the colors here just so that it actually lines up with what's showing up. Wait, no, that didn't swap the colors. How about that? Is that going to swap the colors? No, how about now? All right, there we go. So I believe Colorful is going to be the red night elf over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Infi is the blue undead over here on the top right. Nightpire, I am doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Just trying to get ready for DreamHack and all that is going on over there. Apparently, I'll be one of the tournament admins at DreamHack Anaheim at the very least, so I will be directly involved with bringing WarCraft 3 in 2020 to the masses. Hopefully it will be a great time. Let's take a look what's going on here. 14 over 20 supply, 15 over 20 now. Yeah, and it looks like blue is in fact undead. Let's see if he transitions back over, trying to train up another unit. Yep, should be going into 16 here in just a second. Come on, go to 16. All right. Well, yep, there he goes. So yeah. So yeah, all in all, things are looking good. Looking forward to just doing a lot of things in the month of February, but it really feels like I am just trying to cash checks. My body cannot well, or write checks my body cannot cash. I'm actually getting very tired with everything as of late. Just trying to take care of the family, do good at work, and also do well in the WarCraft 3 community. And we'll see what comes of this here. I may just be sacrificing a bit too much. Hopefully this isn't some gloomy end. Maybe a scale back unless things start to really go my way in terms of the community. Anyways, Death Knight already out on the field. Just take a look at this. 4 ghouls right there. Death Knight may try to land off a Death Coil onto that Wisp. No Unholy Aura. There is Sacrificial Skull. Double Sacrificial Skull, in fact. And what is Infi doing here with a double Sacrificial Skull? He hasn't placed it down yet. There's the detonation, and now you see the placing of the Sacrificial Skull. And that was actually very, very deliberate. He wanted to make sure that, well, the detonation wasn't going to remove too much of the blight. And there you have it. Demon Hunter is already back on out, trying to finish things off. Is that Ziggurat going to get taken down? It looks like it will, and all the blight is gone. All right, now it kind of makes sense why there is that. Oh, Demon Hunter gets the shot there. And, well, that was a major denial. More blight coming across here as the Demon Hunter perhaps not knowing that he had a second Sacrificial Skull. Cool. Is it going to try to get into harm's way? Yes, it does. Demon Hunter now trying to double back around. We are taking a look. Death Knight is already here. And, well, you see that Sacrificial Skull. Skeletal minions are all here. Death Knight here, ready to go. And the Demon Hunter says, didn't I just stop this already? Wow, YKJ 2020, thank you for the bit. It has been quite some time since you've been on the channel, and, well, you've definitely made it well known. Yeah, thanks for the bits and for all of the good news here as we go into, well, hopefully what will be the Roaring 20s and an absolute great time. WarCraft 3, well on its way here. Skeletal Minion is going to join in on the fight again. Demon Hunter now trying to make its way back around as the Ziggurat is up and should already be upgrading to a Nerubian Tower. All right, Ghoul trying to slip in front of that Demon Hunter. Death Knight now has Unholy Aura. And what is this? The Demon Hunter is up against the wall here. Oh, breaks out of the barricade. All right, those are destructible buildings. So breaking out of the barricade right there as this Nerubian Tower is still not done. All right, Colorful knowing and understanding the map very, very well right there as the Death Knight now shifts back over. Meanwhile, back off to the north, we are looking at the Haunted Gold Mine, trying to, mine up some more. Demon Hunter going to aggro against some of these units. Is it going to just try to wake up those creeps? Demon Hunter, is he going to, what is he going to do? Trying to back itself away. He's trying to buy time as the Skeletal Minion makes its way back in Taro Klota. Thank you. All right. Well, let's see what is going to be happening here. this one haunted gold mine about a third of the way through. Demon Hunter wants to make its way back as we're looking at, well, acolytes now being transitioned over from the main base. We are still obviously at tier 1 in order to train up more acolytes, but the Demon Hunter is still sitting at level 1 too. He is going to go ahead and staff of teleportation back down here and now perhaps try and clear out the Ogre Magi creep camp. Alright, thank you for those bits. That will definitely pay at least all of my parking fees for me to attend DreamHack Anaheim. It is going to be a couple of days of me volunteering and heading out over there. And I will get some compensated with some food, but it still costs me a little bit of something. Colorful now making its way back over, and I like this play by Colorful. Colorful during this time, knowing that his opponent was trying to set up an expansion, and well, by putting pressure on his opponent's expansion, he was able to easily set up an expansion of his own. This Tree of Life is already here, but we now see a sea of ghouls now making its way over. Is it going to surround and take down some of the archers? That is the question now. Tree of Life suffering a lot of damage, perhaps going to go after an Ancient of War. There goes an archer as well, as the archers are going to now start to fight their way through. Already down goes the Ancient of War, as there are so many ghouls out onto the field. All right, we may see perhaps a tech to tier 2 and perhaps a Panda. Panda would be a very, very good choice right now to try and hire up. Breath of Fire blowing down or dealing massive damage across all of those ghouls. What made Undeads play fast, expo like humans in recent patches? I think it's just a lot. I think people were actually just really willing to actually start experimenting with different types of strategies. Sacrificial Skull has always been there. Ghoul now going to be taking in some damage right there. As you can take a look, the Nagasi was trying to slither away, may end up getting surrounded, not close to anything there, as the Demon Hunter perhaps going to try and transfer something, but is there a crack at all? No, there is not. Demon Hunter going to go after perhaps a Ghoul or two. Death Knight needs to try and protect that. That Demon Hunter, oh, a little bit of path blocking. The Demon Hunter will get that final shot off on that Ghoul, but how much chasing needs to be done? Back across over here, you can take a look, just running rabid inside of this base. So much damage. These ghouls trying to finish off all those units, but as soon as the skeletal minions are now down, well, the army looks significantly weaker. Demon Hunter now chasing after another unit as the Demon Hunter now gets to level 3. Level 2 mana burn could really shut down this Death Knight. Death Knight doesn't want to stick around any longer. In regards to why all of a sudden fast expansions for Undead has become popular, I don't have a good answer for that. I think it really, I think it really feels like the Sacrificial Dagger allowed for different types of play, and allowed players to start experimenting as opposed to always going for Death Knight first and then always trying to keep that Death Knight higher in level in order to heal. When you don't always have to use the Death Knight to heal, well, then you can actually, do something else besides creeping early on. Necropolis taking a fair bit of damage. It most likely will get canceled, but this is no problem for Infi, as Infi is essentially going to cancel this Necropolis, and he's, well, trading gold for time at this point by having that Demon Hunter waste its time right here trying to take down a building that would eventually get canceled anyways. He comes out a little bit ahead. If X is possible, Undead is strongest. Well, you cannot always talk about that in a vacuum. You got to remember, if the Undead early on is taking the time to set up an expansion, well, that also means that his starting hero is not going to be at the same level. His tech is going to be a little bit delayed, and he's not going to be able to harass opponents' expansions as well. And that is really what Undead was known for. Undead was known for, well, trying to stop human expansions, making them punish and pay for it, while being able to tech to tier 2, get that Lich, and then come back stronger with a Death Knight, a Crypt Fiend army. That is all gonna be delayed as the resources are being invested in a different direction. It may be a little bit of time before players figure out what the long-term strategy and how to deal with that particular strategy, and that is going to be the important factor here. All right, low hit point Ghoul trying to get microed all the way to the back. Frost Nova onto an Archer. Archer going to get taken down. Dryads are now making their way. There goes a ghoul as the Death Knights continue to try and chase down units. As we're taking a look, Dryads are going to perhaps be trying to prance away as well. No Crypt Fiends out onto the battle, and that is actually a bit of a problem as there goes a Dryad. Naga Sea Witch with those cold arrows could cause more problems. Well, Scroll of Town Portal quickly shifted over to the Lich, as where are the ghouls going? The ghouls are going to try and teleport back, but one was just a split second too far away. 51 supply over 60 compared to 41 over 50. Obsidian statues now getting added as we're going into gargoyles. All right, gargoyles, not your Disney afternoon cartoon any longer. Actually, no, those were Fox, even though they're on Disney Plus. As gargoyles now making their way down, Demon Hunter going to be making its way back over, as this army of Dryads is going to try and go up against, well, all of those gargoyles. Gargoyles and Dryads exchange damage very oddly, I must add, as Dryads have slow poison, a little bit of damage over time, while Gargoyles, 18 to 21 damage. Both of them, it really comes down to their attack speed. 2 base Muta, Gargrush, yeah, 2 base Muta, Gargrush injecting some larva all over the place on the hatcheries, as it is going to be a dual crypt, and now also going into Ghoul Frenzy. Alright, I don't think I've ever seen that in a game. Researching Ghoul Frenzy while training up Gargoyles does not seem like the strategy that I would be going for, but then again, Infi is known for being able to come up with these weird strategies that just work, and he's able to punish his opponents with them. Opponents unable to adapt to his constantly shifting meta. And it is also important to note that Infi started this game as random. By starting the game as random, his opponent had to scout out early and try to figure out what's going on, as there is this army of gargoyles in the air. Looking at any matchup that doesn't have human looks like an entirely new game, to be honest. I have never seen a gargoyle in my life, let alone 3+. Yeah, no, gargoyles are... Well, you've never seen... there are plenty of people who go mass gargoyles. Just not mass gargoyles versus Night Elf, a race normally known for having powerful archers and dryads. But now that riflemen have also been powered up, it's interesting to see whether or not gargoyles are useful against human. Back down here, Tree of Life is mining away, but there is no one nearby. This mass ghoul army going to try and take down this Tree of Life. A lot of damage being dealt. Units now trying to shift away as the bears join in on the fight. All right, let's go ahead and take back, as opposed to weak archers and dryads from the other races. Well, no, riflemen were not nearly as strong, and you didn't really see riflemen prior to 1.29, at least not as plentiful as you see now. Riflemen got a serious boost, and also so did Troll, Headhunters, and Berserkers for Orc. Because of their increase in range damage, it all of a sudden made mass gargoyles just not that powerful. Back off to the north here, going to go ahead and clear out the new Rubian Web Spinner, as the gargoyles are, with their fast movement speed, 2 Crypt Muta, or coming across, and now we see a Dreadlord as the third hero. Reforge hype. I will be casting Reforge in the future, but I've been getting a lot of requests to try and cast classic Frozen Throne WarCraft 3, because a lot of players can't watch the replays any longer. They didn't get set up on NetEase and things of that nature. So I believe the NetEase client, I don't know if they all shifted over to Reforge yet, but I'm still getting a large number of requests for these particular replays. All right, Demon Hunter now comes into the battle, Orb of Venom, and now we're looking at Mountain Giant, which is an absolute illusion. Let's take a look as those gargoyles are trying to finish off, well, some of those other units down there. All right, let's take a look. One gargoyle going to get taken down. Another gargoyle could get taken down. Why aren't you focusing down the lower hit point units? Well, because his micro is focused elsewhere. Naga Sea Witch going to go ahead and Scroll of Town Portal back here. All the dryads were finished off. And we're at a point and stage in the game where, because there is not that many ground units any longer, or ground units that can attack air, all of a sudden, the Mountain Giants are, although they are going to be difficult to take out, there's nothing that the Mountain Giants can really do to deal with these units. Only the Naga Sea Witch and the Demon Hunter with an Orb of Venom can really do anything, as we see a Staff of Preservation right there. All right, Staff of Preservation on the Naga Sea Witch. Are we going to see a little bit more damage coming across? There is a taunt. There's a Fork Lightning into the air, going straight for those Dryads. Dryads trying to shift back away. Demon Hunter in the back trying to clean up some of the other heroes, as the Druids of the Claw are also going to get finished up. Druids of the Claws take full damage from those gargoyles. It's only the Mountain Giants and their medium armor which are extra resilient against that piercing damage. All right, more damage coming across here. Obsidian statues are actually, well, just constantly trying to heal. And you're taking a look, this massive number of gargoyles was able to dive in, clean up, and then retreat. He didn't overextend. He didn't lose that many gargoyles, and he's sitting on 72 supply compared to his opponent's 52. That is still preserves classic, right? I believe so. I believe that's the reason why you still see anyone playing classic. I guess a good question is going to be at DreamHack, whether the players, any of the professional players, are going to be trying to go for classic graphics or the updated graphics, and will the Back to Warcraft guys what will they be casting in? I'm pretty sure that they will be casting in Reforged graphics, and I'm hoping that Reforged graphics continue to get better and better. All right, Naga Sea Witch out on the field. Devotion Aura, Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. Mountain Giants walking softly with a smile, carrying a big stick in order to take down units. There are Abominations here as well. Abominations actually fare well against Mountain Giants because of that armor type. And, well, the Abomination is most likely going to have a Vampiric Aura as well, which is definitely going to help. Oddly enough, the Mountain Giants, once they pick up that tree, are no longer melee units. They are technically range units with 250, but at the same time, if you're attacking someone with a club, that's technically melee. It's just because that club is over what, 10 meters? I don't know. How tall do you think that guy is? What? That's because it's over like 15 meters long. All right. Coming back across. Dryads here. Expansions are still being mined up. You can see, take a look in the top left-hand side of the map. Expos are trying to be established. Demon Hunter Illusion off over here. Demon Hunter now going to be making its way. Dryads are all in position. Are the Dryads enough to deal with those gargoyles? And, well, there were ghouls probably. As the units are now trying to make their way back. Obsidian statues coming back again. It could have been gargoyles also in the air, just constantly trying to harass as well. Unfortunately, I can't see if anything was going on there any longer. Now, let's take a look. Slow things down. 2-0 upgrades here. Colorful looking for a good position to try and engage. There is a shade keeping track of the Night Elf army, which will give Infi a little bit more time to situate his units. Also, Colorful is now at 90 over 90 supply, so there is no real reason for Infi to attack right now. He knows that he's actually behind on supply, and he's actually mining significantly more than his opponent. 21 gold a second compared to 12, or compared to 8 right now, as we see a sleep come across here. All right, gonna go ahead and try and engage. Orb of Venom. Units are now trying to back up. Fork Lightning, Scroll of Protection. Dryads trying to do a little bit of a retreat. A dive bomb away. Shade is still keeping track of all these units. Tomb of Relics, Necropolis is there. Spirit Towers are trying to get added in, as we now see Frostworms. All right, Frostworms with their faster with their debuffing attack. Is it going to be able to slow units down enough? Dryads are being forced to just fight back across over here. No Breath of Fire, as we're taking a look at all those units getting taken down slowly but surely. So far, Dreadlord is getting a little bit of experience. Lich is still off nearby. Is going to be able to land down any Frost Novas, perhaps slow things up. 87 supply compared to 72. Colorful still with the supply lead as he backs away. All right, who lost more? There is the remains of a Mountain Giant as he sinks back into the earth. We are looking at an expansion. Staff of Teleportation, Ghoul, not going to be able to go toe-to-toe with a Demon Hunter. But now that the Demon Hunter is on the opposite end of the map, well, the Gargoyles may be able to dive in right here and cause problems. All right, here you go. A little bit of damage trying to go after some of those units. Dryads, however, have regrouped, and the Demon Hunter is away from the action. Fork Lightning well, just takes him out of the sky. As we're looking at the Lich now wandering back around. 3 mountain giants standing tall. Demon Hunter now going to be making its way over. Gargoyles in the air. 3-1 upgrades. And is the economy of Infi gonna be enough? Are they gonna just try to go after bases and expansions, knowing that, you know what, if I take down this natural or your natural expansion, I know that your other expo isn't quite ready yet. I might be able to finish that off too. Goblin Shredder is gonna get the shot off. Yes, it does. Takes down the Dryad, and now this Tree of Life. It might end up becoming 2 bases to 1. Squirrel of Town Portal being forced right here as all the units are now trying to back up. Let's take a look as all the units are now landing back down. Abomination's trying to head back. Well, Dreadlord trying to retreat as well. Slow poison on the Abomination, causing problems as he's trying to attack anything that he can, but he's just going to get taken out as well. All right, back across over here. Gargoyles making a tough time for that Demon Hunter, is now sitting at level 5. Gold mines are starting to run low on gold as we're taking a look. 1,500 gold there, 1,300 gold. About 2.5 minutes of mining left. Dryad's able to really poke down this mass gargoyle army. And the damage bonus and the slow poison on those units are already starting to take a very big toll. Let's take a look at this. No mining happening on the entangled gold mine as the debuff on the frostworm stops any unit production. All right, meanwhile, we're going to be making its way over here. Dryad's going to try to get away. There is some Moonwells. Mountain Giant's going to rejoin in, and this little bit of split attack causing so many problems. Demon Hunter off over here, going to go ahead and slice and dice his way through all of these acolytes, but he is away from the majority of the battle as we see Wisp are getting taken out. All right, low hit point units trying to fight their way back. Let's take a look. We are looking at an entangled gold mine down to 393 hit points. Gargoyle's going to make its way over. There's a Death Coil saving that expensive Frostworm as he lives to fight another day, and down goes that entangled gold mine there. All right, was it really worth it to stop 1,000 gold? Squirrel of Town Portal now to head back, and where are all of those units going to go? Trying to finish off, and what happened? Scroll of Town Portal now lands here. All right, Death Knight, did he get in too far? No, he still has a Scroll of Town Portal. Gargoyles are in the back. He's going to go ahead and try to finally make his way back out as the Gargoyle Dreadlord able to escape once again. Back off to the north. Demon Hunter was by himself off to the north. He is now surrounded in a tough spot. However, a Potion of Invulnerability is his get out of jail free card. Infi with the harassment in multiple locations, causing major problems. Mountain Giants now shifting over, re-entangling this gold mine. That is just going to be a little bit of a delay. This gold mine here is, well, about done mining too. 68 supply compared to 76, and it could boil down to the fact that Infi never really got into high upkeep, and he was able to mine more gold throughout the match because of it. He does run on 3 bases still, as we're looking at the Mountain Giant now trying to fight its way back across over here. Mountain Giant is normally a melee attack, right? Yep, so it's a melee turning into 250 after the big, well, club, which is a tree. Sexy, thank you for the follow as we're looking at the Mountain Giant. Well, negative armor causing a bit of problems. Fork Lightning coming down as well. Obsidian statues are in the back. There is a bunch of Dispel Magic. The Roar, the Scroll of the Beast was, well, just removed right there. Meanwhile, the Frostworm down to 400 hit points. Is it going to get a Death Coil save? Yes, it does. Just before the Fork Lightning, as the 2 units are in the back are trying to hang back here. Infi purposely dodges high upkeep again, still trying to battle it out as we're looking at the Mountain Giants joining in on the fight again. We are looking at 1 Mountain Giant down. Another Mountain Giant could get taken down right here. 68 supply compared to 78, 61 to 69 now. It is falling. Both sides losing a lot of units. Mountain Giant, is it going to get Staff of Preservation? This one particular Frostworm trying to head back, and it will survive right there. Naga Sea Witch now up to 5. Demon Hunter almost at 6. Lich is now sitting at 5. Maybe able to get off a big Frost Nova. No, gets mana burned for all of his effort and loses that big bit of damage while taking extra damage as well. 54 supply compared to 63. Death Knight gets a Death Coil off there. Units are going to be retreating again as we're looking at the Gargoyles, well, unable to really fight back here as we may try to draw a line in the sand again. Demon Hunter right there. Lich doesn't have very much. Are we going to see perhaps a sleep or anything going down? Death Coil onto the Mountain Giant, and there goes some big damage. Naga Sea Witch rejoins in on the fight, going to be able to fork down one of those Frostworms as we're looking at just unit after unit, perhaps trying to get taken down. Oh, a slowed Penguin finish off the Dryad. One more shot, and wow, that Dryad gonna be able to get away, almost getting choked and tripped up on a penguin. The penguin's waddle just not fast enough. 60 supply compared to 53. Two Dryads almost had a death by penguin encounter right there. That would have been absolutely hilarious. Not every day you see death by penguin in WarCraft 3. As we're looking at 61 supply compared to 60. We are still mining at this base here. This gold mine now finished mining. This gold mine doesn't have much left. 1 minute more. And that means Colorful needs to make a decisive play. Otherwise, he's just going to lose the game economically as he falls further and further behind. Dryads. Oh, Dark Ritual getting a little bit more mana onto that Lich. However, the Lich would really prefer to land a Frost Nova before getting mana burned by that level 5 Demon Hunter. Alright, unsummoning the Necropolis. A little bit of gold will be refunded right there as it finally gets taken out. Acolyte now able to move away. Are they going to try and engage? Shade is keeping track of the army, so the Undead already wants to chase back. 75 supply compared to 62. Infi is behind by 13 supply. There is 3 towers at this base. This is going to be a tough spot for Colorful to fight. All of that bonus damage, especially the Dryads with their piercing, vulnerability to piercing, as the Gargoyles are going to be making its way over as well. Abominations need to get into position. They need to spread the disease and cause a pandemic on all of these Dryads as we see a bear quickly get taken down. Obsidian statues are in the back as well. 7 supply advantage for Colorful, but is it going to hold? Naga Sea Witch in trouble. Going to go ahead and use a Scroll of Town Portal. More Gargoyles getting taken down. More damage coming through. There goes another Dryad as well. And Infi says, I'm just going to sit back and relax now, knowing that you don't have an expansion. This gold mine, 9,000 gold, ripe for the picking as long as this Tree of Life gets there in time. Off across over here, 5,300 gold is all that is left. A Shade gonna try and keep track of the army. 74 supply compared to 62. Dreadlord sitting at level 3. Death Knight sitting at 5. Lich is sitting at 5. Demon Hunter just shy of 6. As the Naga Sea Witch is at 5 as well. Mountain Giant's going to make its way over. There is not much going here. Oh, are we going to see a Frost Nova onto some of the... Yeah, look at that. Just an absolute melting... Or was it... Well, technically freezing of those wisps right there. Taking them down. Tree of Life going to get taken out. There is... Well... A Tree of Life standing absolutely still. It's going to get taken out. Death Knight now gets up to level 6 for perhaps level 3 Unholy Aura. I often get this question, why not go for the ultimate ability? Well, for 150 mana, you would rather have 2 Death Coils and not have to wait for units to start dying. Dreadlord out onto the field here. Perhaps the Orb of Corruption should be given to the Death Knight or the Dreadlord for another anti-air attack, but then again, there's actually no air unit, so never mind, I take it back. Orb of Venom perhaps should be given. Well, nope, not needed there either. Dryad's going to go ahead and continue to melt here. 66 compared to 55 supply. 57 all of a sudden. Yeah, attacking underneath all of these spirit towers, and Colorful is drastically in trouble. Metamorphosis, the Demon Hunter, however, is sleeping on the job as he gets a mana burn off onto one of those units again. We're looking at 35 supply now. All of those Dryads just pretty much gone in an instant, and Metamorphosis Demon Hunter unable to get the job done. Infi wins just because, well, I don't think he really went into high upkeep. He went 82 once and then quickly backed out of it. And then you can take a look, the amount of gold lost to upkeep. Yes, there was much more gold lost to upkeep by Infi, but that was also because he also mined significantly more at that same time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A great match there. If you're watching on Twitch, continue. I will be streaming up one more game for you. If you're on YouTube, well, watch the closing ad if you really want to.